Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. I am physics teacher from IYS school system. Now, first of all, I'm just giving you the instruction which you have to be followed. The first one is that don't raise hand during lecture. Ask questions at the end of the lecture in chat box only. Second one is use hand free if you are using mobile and headphone for computer use. Next is feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Next one is take care of time for attending the class. Home tasks should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the lecture, try to join lecture again within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, student. Today we are just going to start the numerical of the third chapter, kinematics. These numerical are present on page number 44 and 45. As you know very well, for the numerical, most important thing is that we knows about the formulae which we have learned in the previous lecture. So at this situation, I'm just going to review the formulae which we will use in these numerical. First of all, we have learned about the acceleration. So acceleration is represented by the small a and its formula is Vf minus Vi upon t. Here Vf means final velocity, Vi means initial velocity and t means time. On the next way, we are going to review the first equation of motion. First equation of motion, that is Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Now, the second equation of motion is S is equal to Vi2 plus half At squared. Now here S means distance, Vi means initial velocity, T means time, 1 upon 2 having the constant value, A means acceleration, while T means square of the time. Now, the first equation, now the third equation of motion is 2as is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. As similar, 2 is a constant value, while A is the acceleration and S means distance. Vf final velocity and Vi is initial velocity. Now, first of all, we are going to start numerical 3.3. Now, in this numerical, the question is that a car moving with a velocity of 36 km per hour is brought to rest in 5 seconds. Calculate its deceleration. Mean here we have to, what are the given, what are the required. I was told you in the previous class, given means which is present in the question and required means which we have to be calculate. Now, first of all, I'm just going to describe it. A car moving with a velocity of 36 km per hour, it means that let's suppose this is a car and this car is moving from this point. Here is initial velocity is 36 km per hour. While after applying the brake, the car come into the rest. So its final velocity will become 0. And during this session, it is taking 5 seconds. So we have to find out deceleration. In the previous class, I was told you that deceleration means when the object will come into the rest position, so the acceleration will be decreases and it will come into the negative. So initial velocity of the car is 36 km per hour, time taken 5 seconds, and the final velocity is 0 meter per second. Now we are just going to make up the data. So in data, first we will write down the given. In given, Vi is 36 km per hour. Second one, time is 5 seconds. And the third one, final velocity is 0 meter per second. And here required is we have to find out deceleration. But here we are showing A, but their value will come into the negative, and that negative will show the opposite direction of the acceleration. Now we are going to solve it. First of all, in the solution, we just have to be observe that all of the unit of the value are is in SI system or not. If the unit is not is in SI system, first we have to convert into the SI, then we have to solve it. Now let's see it here. Unit of the initial velocity is kilometer per hour, but in SI system its unit is meter per second. It means that we have to convert kilometer per hour into the meter per second. So first we will write Vi is equal to 36 kilometer per hour. Then we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. So we have to multiply 36 with 1000 and divide it by 3600 second. After that, we will just going to simplify it. Now let's see. First we will multiply 36 with 1000, then we will get 36,000, then we will divide it by 3600 second. So we get it 10 meter per second. So here we have convert Vi 36 kilometer per hour into the meter per second. So it will become 10 meter per second. After that, we will use to find out the acceleration. Then we will apply the first equation of motion, that is Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Then to find out acceleration, we will shift Vi on the other side, that it will come into the negative. And to make the isolate acceleration, we have to convert T on the other side. So T will come into the division. Now let's see. So we can say A acceleration is equal to Vf minus Vi upon T. Acceleration is equal to Vf minus Vi upon T. Now we are computing their value. Here Vf is 0 while Vi is 10 and T is 5. So we are going to simplify it. 0 minus 10 means it will become minus 10 and divided by 5. So we will divide it by 10 with 5. So we are getting A is equal to minus 2 meter per second square. So meter per second square is the unit of acceleration. Here this minus sign is showing the deceleration. I hope so, student, you will understand how to solve a numerical. Now we are going to solve the next numerical, which is given in book page number 44, that is 3.5. Now, the question is that a body is starting from rest. A body is starting from rest acquires a velocity of 10 meter per second. It means that when the body at this position, so its initial velocity is 0. If the body is at rest position, so its initial velocity will be 0. And after taking the time 5 seconds, it is covering a distance, then its final velocity will be higher, and that will be equal to 10 meter per second. So here we can say initial velocity is 0 meter per second, and final velocity acquires means to get the final velocity. Acquires means to get the final velocity. So final velocity is 10 meter per second. Now, here we have to calculate acceleration and the distance covered by the body in 5 seconds. After that, you know very well here these three objects are given. Mean initial velocity is given, time is given, final velocity is given. So in the data, first we will write given. So in given, t is equal to 5 seconds, initial velocity is 0 meter per second, final velocity is 10 meter per second, which I have present in this picture. So after that, what we have to require? First we have to require the acceleration, then we have to require the distance. Acceleration is represented by the a, distance is represented by the s. Now we are going to solve it. So first of all, we have to find out, first of all we have to find acceleration. We use first equation of motion to find the acceleration. As previously we have to explain it. So acceleration is equal to Vf minus Vi upon t. Now here we will compute their value. So as previously we have learned that here final velocity is 10, initial velocity is 0, and time is 5. So we are going to compute their value. So it will become a is equal to 10 minus 0 upon 5. So when we will subtract 0 from the 10, then we will get the 10, and 10 will be divided by 5. So we can say that a will be equal to 2 meter per second square. So here the object acceleration was 2 meter per second square. Now we are going to find out the distance. So according to the second and third equation of motion, we having the formula to find out the distance. The second, we having the formula S is equal to VIT plus half AT square, and the third equation of motion we having, that is the 2AS is equal to VF square minus VI square. So the thing is that which formula we have to be utilized here. We know very well if the, here let's see, according to the second equation of motion, S is equal to VIT plus half AT square. Here VI is given, time is given, acceleration we have find out, and time is given. So it means we have to be apply second equation of motion, as well as we can apply third equation of motion, because on that situation we also having the acceleration, we also having the final velocity, we also having the initial velocity. So in both of the formula we can apply here to find the distance. So here the most easiest formula is the second equation of motion. That's why I'm using here S is equal to VIT plus half AT square. Now VI is 0, time is 5, 1 upon 2 is a constant, acceleration is 2, and T is 5, then apply the square. So 5 will multiply by 0, we get 0, 2 and 2 get cancelled, and 5 square will remain same. So after that we will take the square of 5. The square of 5 means we have to multiply 5. We have to multiply 5 in 2 times. Then 5 multiply 5 will become the 25. And the unit of the distance is meter. So this is the required condition. Now we are going to solve the another numerical. The numerical is that the velocity of a motorcycle increases by an acceleration of 2 meter per second square and become 20 meter per second in 5 seconds. Find initial velocity of the car. Now here in the data we can see that here acceleration is given because meter per second is square. Mean when the object or motorcycle is going to be accelerated, so its velocity will be higher. It means that this 20 meter per second is the final velocity. This 5 second is the time. So in the data, first we will write A is equal to 2 meter per second, Vf is equal to 20 meter per second, T is equal to 5 second, required is Vi. Okay. Now, the next we have to write the solution. In the solution, first we have to find initial velocity. For finding the initial velocity, we will apply first equation of motion. First equation of motion is Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Vf is equal to Vi plus At. So to find the or to make the Vi as a subject, we will shift At on the other side. So At here, At is in positive. Then after shifting, it will come into the negative. So we can say Vi is equal to Vf minus At. After that, we will compute their value. So Vf is 20, acceleration is 2, and the time is 5. Now, first we will multiply 5 with the 2, then it will become 10. 20 will remain same, 5 to the 10. So 20 should be subtracted with 10, so we get the 10 meter per second. So here Vi is equal to 10 meter per second. Are you understand, student? I hope so. Now we are going to solve the next numerical. Next numerical is 3.10. In 3.10, the question is that a stone is dropped from the top of a tower. A stone is dropped from the top of a tower, takes 5 seconds to reach the ground. Calculate the height of the tower. Take G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Now here, let's suppose that is the height of the tower. And here, this stone is going to drop from the top of the tower. So at this situation, we can say here, its initial velocity is 0 meter per second, while it is taking 5 seconds to reach the ground. Here, acceleration due to gravity is acting upon it, and we know that the value of g is constant, so that's why we are writing g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Now we are going to make up the data. Given is vi is equal to 0 meter per second, while g is equal to 10 meter per second square, t is equal to 5 seconds, and in the required we have to find the height of tower, and height of the tower can be represented by s or h both. Now here we will apply to find the height. We use the second equation of motion which we have used in the previous one. S is equal to vit plus half gt square. Now here why we are using only the second equation of motion? Because here vf is not given. If the vf is given, then we can also apply the third equation of motion. Now computing their value, here vi is 0, time is 5, 1 upon 2 remains same, g is 10, and t is 5 square. Now 5 multiplied by 0 will become 0, 2 get cancelled, 10 in 5, 2 5s are 10, the square of 5 is 25, so 25 will multiply with 5, then we are getting 125. So the unit of the height or distance is meter. Are you understand, student? Now we are going, student, just see uh, the home task. So we just have to be solve the following numerical from book page number 44 and 45. So here you just have to be, solve the numerical 3.1, 3.2, 3.4, 3.6, 3.8, 3.9, 3.11, and 3.12. Okay, student, now just take the screenshot of the following. I'm going to review it, how to find the height. The height we use second equation of motion, or also we can use the third equation of motion, but when the Vf is given. So we can say S is equal to Vit plus half Gt square. Vi is 0, T is 5, 1 upon 2 will remain same, G is 10, and time is 5 raised to the power 2. So computing their value and simplify it, 500, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, and 5 square. So it will become 5 5s are 25. So 25 will multiply with 5, then it will become 125 meter. Okay, student, now let's see the numerical 3.1. If you see the numerical 3.1, you can see that, okay, here you have to find the time taken. So here you just have to be use distance formula, mean s is equal to v multiplied by t. So when you will apply this formula, then you can easily solve 3.1 numerical. Now if you see the second equation, second numerical, so here a person here the echo of his own, so here you just have to be apply the formula 2D is equal to V multiplied by T. Here to find out, so here you just have to apply the 2D multiplied by S into T. So numerical 3.4 as similar to the 3.3 which I have told you that. Numerical 3.4 is as similar to numerical 3.3. Now, after that, 3.6 is also as similar with the 3.5 because in the 3.5 we have discussed about the acceleration and distance, and in 3.6 we have to find out the acceleration of the car. Now 3.7 I have done. 3.8 is as similar. 3.8 and 3.9 is as similar with the 3.7. Now, as one also we have discussed 3.9, we need to find the distance in the uh, last numerical. So 3.10 is as similar. 3.10 is as similar with the 3.11 and 3.12. So if you have to be focused on the solved numerical, I hope so you will do it very clearly and all of the questions you can solve easily. Thank you so much for joining my lecture and to understand very carefully.